Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next Legacy Evolution review. And today we're looking at Armada Universe Megatron. This is a leader class figure, and just like with DevCon and Beachcomber, I think I mentioned it in both of those reviews already, that I got this off of Hasbro Pulse. I got all three of them together, so now we're finally getting to Armada Universe Megatron, and great figure, looks awesome. One downside is he doesn't have the things the original could do. No, I think it was Leader 1 Minicon. No special gimmicks, nothing like that. But it's still a really good figure. It's a great updated representation of the Armada Megatron. But before we get started on him, we'll take a look at our packaging. Of course, our leader class packaging, which has big old image of Megatron on the front here in both modes. Looks amazing. Armada Universe Megatron, leader class in different languages, Transformers, Generations, Takaratomi, Hasbro. On the top, QR code if you wish to use that. Legacy Evolution on the bottom. Barcode. Everything else. You can see how that is. On the side, of course, one half of our Legacy Evolution artwork, which again is so cool. Really do like that. Not sure who's left for figures yet. On this side, we have a close-up of his head and him in tank mode. And then, of course, on the back, our product shots. You can see both modes and Evo Fusion, which, yeah. And our warning, small parts, don't eat anything in this box. So that is it for the packaging. And we'll get down to Megatron. And of course, as it being Armada, he is an H-Tank. Looks good. He's got his claw things, which is part of his head. Got the turret, just that really nice green, some red in there. I do agree with a couple of other reviews I've seen. I think MGO mentioned it. I can't remember who else mentioned it, but like it should have been painted, or no, not red, orange. It's more of an orange, but it should have been painted here as well. But still, they did a lot of really good painting here. Got some black on here, a little black there, some silver, yellow for the lights on the front and on here. Got some yellow here. Some more silver. On the bottom you can see folds up just like the original did. However, it does have more articulation than the original. That I can remember from when I had the original. I don't have any of my Armada figures anymore, so unfortunately. But there you can see the back. He's got the wheels on the bottom here, so he can roll rather nicely. And of course, I have him in vehicle mode, so here we have, for a comparison, our Armada Universe Optimus. You can see the difference there in size. Still looks very good. Very cool. Really do dig that. Take this out of the way and come back to him later. But yeah, he's got ports all over the place, so can plug anything on. So if we do ever get like updated minicons, maybe we'll get a leader one where he could plug in onto any of these. Again, not really holding my breath. Now besides rolling, the turret does turn, but it has stopping points. So it turns all the way here. And there's a reason for the stopping point here, and we'll get to that for robot mode. And then he turns this way. So we've got like roughly 45 degrees that it don't turn. I don't know why they did that. It makes no sense, but yeah, we've got around 45 degrees of the turret not turning. And then it's also got this. Untab it and it aims straight up. I really wish it would have been able to move more forward, but it's fine. It also spins, but it's got the slot on the one side for the tab, so got to have it in a specific. And it, wow, and it can pop off. That's the first time that's happened. It's not meant to, but it's nice that it's, you know, got that, so it makes it a little easier for some things. But pop that back on. So yeah, so that is going to be it for robot mode. Oh, when it comes packaged, this part of the turret is separated, and we'll show the reason for why this is. This is a softer plastic than the rest, but let's plug it on. You can kind of get it however you wish. And yeah, so let's get him transformed. So first thing we're going to want to do is untab these flaps, which are very, I like the fact that they did this. It's something that the original didn't really have. Untab it from here, and it's this tabs in there, and then there's a tab right here that tabs into the side right here. So rotate it all the way down, close this up just like that. Bring out the heel, bring out the toe. That's a bit of a tighter one there. Same thing on this side. Bring it out, rotate it, rotate that up and that, and then we can rotate the waist, and that'll bring him forward. So there we have that. Now just gonna bring this down, and in the show it was like that. We'll talk more of that when I got him fully transformed here. Now what we want to do is you want to untab these bits. They tab in right there. Bring them down like that. Same thing on this side. Rotate these up. These sort of hook around these. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate all this down. And I wish it had a locking point for that. Bring that up. Open up this panel. Then we can bring out the arms. Close that panel back up. There's actually a tab right here that tabs in on the side. Then these are going to close up and are going to tab in there. So same thing with this side. Rotate it all down. Open this up. Rotate this out. Close that up. Make sure it tabs in. Tab this in. And the final bit that we're going to do, untab it, rotate it down. Then we're going to want to rotate this piece up, rotate it back up, close it up, and the final bit, rotate out the hands. And there we go. And there we have Armada Megatron in his robot mode, and he looks good. I like it. One thing to note is these come out very easily. They're not glued in. They just sort of tab in, but they just come out way too easily. Of course, then you gotta sort of get it on there right. But yeah, so he does have a few odd proportions. A few things that I wish, like I said, I wish it would have locked in here. It it's so easy to move that. But yeah, well, let's take a look at his head. Of course, the Armada universe, Armada Megatron head that we've seen so many times before. This big old pincers coming up off his head. Great look on the face, all that silver and black, the red eyes, that sort of gunmetal blue. Got some orange and some purples here. Decepticon symbol on his shoulders, which I forgot to mention. Tank mode, Decepticon symbol there. A little bit of purple going around there. Silver, purple, silver, some red. Still looks good. And I do love the fact that they kept the asymmetrical look that he had. So like with the forearms are different. These chest plates different, and the knees are different. Wow, parts of the leg. So they kept the asymmetrical look that he had, and I do like that. I appreciate that a lot. So very cool. Of course, got his tank on the back here, and articulation. The head can rotate. Can't really look up, can look down a little bit. Arms, these can move due to transformation, but the actual articulation with the arms is in here. So they come out. If you actually open this up, you can get them up that far. So there is that. It can come out like that. He's got bicep, little over 90 for the elbow. He's got wrist rotation, waist rotation. It's always nice to have that due to transformation. Legs, kick forward, just straight out. Kick back, only about that far. They can go further if you bring his leg out. I think he can do, yeah, over the full Van Damme. Got thigh, around 90 for the knee. Toes, just like with transformation, they can move down. Same thing with the heels, and we've got, it tabs in nicely, but we've got that much ankle pivot, and I love the fact that they've got this added. So very helpful on that. So there we go. Well, see, that's why I wish it would lock in. Of course, he can bring it up, sort of rotate it in. He can have his weapon like this, like he's done in the show. I do like one thing they did is they sort of modeled this hand off the hand of the original toy, where it had like the knife that flipped out. So like it stayed open in sort of a claw. So I like the fact that they sort of did that. It really gives it, you know, a little bit of adds to the asymmetrical look as well. But still, very cool. One thing you can do, and it works for either fist, rotate it back in. It can plug in, and I mean, sure, it's there we go. If you wanted to. And a little more detail, like you can see this with the asymmetrical look. You can see this arm looks like this, and this one looks like this. Both do have ports on them. But another thing he can do, just like the original figure, unfortunately he doesn't like extend out, but you open this up, sort of rotate all this around like that, bring it back out, bring this forward, bring this out, and you can sort of aim it like this, And there he's got this weapon mode. So there we go. There is that. I mean, it's cool. You know, it's nice to be able to do that. One of the things that kind of gives me hope that we'll see tidal wave, but I'm not holding my breath. I'd love to see tidal wave, but I don't know. Part of me is just thinking maybe it won't happen. Bring this back around. There we go. And I do have a couple of comparisons. You already saw Armada Optimus in his vehicle mode. I'll have him here in a moment. However, I wanted to bring him down. But here we have Armada Starscream standing next to his leader. So again, very cool on that. Really do like how they look together. Hoping for more Armada characters. And here we have him with Optimus in his regular mode. Looks really good together. Again, absolutely loving that. Alright, and here he is with Optimus Super Mode. Let's see. Oh, just the size difference there, but it still works. It definitely still works. So, yeah. There we go with that. So yeah, so there is Armada Megatron. Excellent figure, great update to the figure, to the character. I really do like this. It'll be nice to see if we actually get Tidal Wave. I'm not holding my breath on that, but I do hope to see more Armada characters, you know, with more articulation that the original toys didn't have, like these ones. You know, love to see Cyclonus and Demolisher. Would love to see Red Alert. We got Hot Shot, so it'd be nice to see Red Alert. And some of the others. Curious to see some of their takes. You know, Jetfire would be cool, especially if you can combine with the Armada Optimus. Would be cool to see a what was he called? Overload and or / Ultra Magnus. I think it had both names. So yeah, be very cool to see that happen. But yeah, still pretty good figure. Like I said, the main issue I have is these not locking in when you bring them down. It would have been nice. They would have just like tabbed together in a way. And of course, we got our big hollow gaps that so many figures end up having. I'm sure there will be like a third-party upgrade kit, filler kit for this guy. I don't know if DNA Design will do anything, but I wouldn't doubt if Go Better Studio or Superman Studio, or I think it's Tim Hedda, if they do something, pretty sure we'll see that. But yeah, that is going to be it for me. Again, if you're a big fan of the Armada characters, said the show, it as usual, started out slow but really picked up. Armada Megatron and Optimus, and especially Starscream in that show, had so much character development. So it would be nice to see more figures. You know, if you're a fan from that, this is definitely a plus for you. I was a fan of that. I'm more of a fan of Transformers Cybertron, so I'm looking forward to when we get more Cybertron characters. I know Starscream is I believe, don't know if he's still rumored, but he might be confirmed now, so looking forward to that. Cannot wait for that. I absolutely love his design in Cybertron. But yeah, so that's going to be it for me. So I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.